Have you ever felt like that stereotypical pushy salesperson just isn't you? Well, today we're cracking open Ninja Selling by Larry Kendall. It's a total game changer for anyone in sales who just knows there has to be a better way than those old school high-pressure tactics. So, let's dive in.
So right off the bat, the book paints this amazing picture. On one side, you've got the samurai salesperson. You know the type. Aggressive, all about their ego, basically the person we all hang up on. But on the other side, there's the ninja. They're helpful, they're focused on the customer, and their success just seems effortless. The whole point of the book is to help you make that leap from samurai to ninja.
And you know, this isn't just some abstract theory. The author, Larry Kendall, he built this whole system because of his own terrible experiences. He tells this story about leaving a sales rally feeling physically sick because the trainers were suggesting these awful things like pulling out a toothbrush in a client's home and refusing to leave until they signed a contract. I mean, can you imagine? That gut feeling that there has to be a better way, that's the real heart and soul of this book.
All right, so where does this journey to becoming a ninja even begin? Well, it's not with clever scripts or secret closing lines. Nope. It all starts inside your own head with a huge shift in your mindset. This is the foundation that absolutely everything else is built on.
Kendall gives you this really powerful choice. He says you can either be a player or a victim. Now, a player, they take full responsibility. They focus on solutions. And what's amazing is they just seem to attract success. A victim, on the other hand, blames everyone and everyone else. The market, their boss, bad luck. They're obsessed with problems, and they end up pushing opportunities away. In every single moment, you get to choose which one you're going to be.
And here's why that choice is so critical. The book is really blunt about it. Think about it. Who would you rather work with? People are just naturally drawn to that positive, can-do energy of a player. That victim mindset with all the complaining and excuses, it literally repels clients. It's that simple.
And that leads right into this idea of your personal vibe. Kendall says your thoughts and feelings are like a radio signal you're constantly broadcasting. And believe me, clients pick up on that signal instantly. So the question is, what are you broadcasting? Is it confidence and a desire to help, or is it stress and desperation?
Now, the best part is the book doesn't just leave you hanging with this vibe concept. It actually gives you a toolkit to manage it. We're talking about simple daily habits, things like practicing gratitude, getting some exercise, or just connecting with positive people. These small things can completely shift your energy and make you way more attractive to clients. It's all about taking back control of your own state of mind.
Okay, so once you've got that mindset dialed in, the book moves into the really practical, actionable stuff. This is the system that actually gets the results. Let's take a look at the nuts and bolts.
One of my favorite tools from the book is the FORD method. It is so simple but so powerful. Instead of that awkward, painful small talk, you build real, genuine connection by asking questions about things people actually love talking about. Their family, their occupation, their recreation, and their dreams. See? FORD. It completely changes the focus from selling to connecting.
And all of this connecting feeds into the central strategy of the book, which is called flow. The entire goal of flow is to stop hunting for business and start attracting it, like a magnet. It's a whole system for staying in touch with your network in a consistent, valuable way so that when someone thinks real estate, you are the first and only person that pops into their head.
Now, if you're thinking, yeah, but does this stuff actually work? The book is full of incredible success stories. Get this. There's a guy named Nate Buey, a former pizza driver. Not exactly your stereotypical slick salesman, right? Well, by just working the Ninja system, he did 163 transactions in 1 year. The national average is 6. Let that sink in. It just proves it's the system that works, not some magical sales personality. The book is just jam-packed with these little nuggets of wisdom. So let's do a quick-fire round of 5 key quotes that really sum up the whole Ninja philosophy. First up, this one is a biggie. Your database isn't just a list of names. It is the central nervous system of your entire business. Kendall basically says that if you're not building and taking care of this asset, you're not a professional, you're a hobbyist. Ouch, but he's right.
Second, this is so simple but so true. The book talks about a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. Basically, it's a filter that shows you more of whatever you're already focused on. You know how when you decide you want a certain car, you suddenly see it everywhere? That's your RAS. So if you focus on problems, you'll find more problems. But if you focus on opportunities, you'll start seeing them everywhere.
Third, this quote completely changes how you think about sales. Your job isn't to push a product. It's to do one of two things: solve a person's problem, which eases their pain,
or make them feel good, which brings them pleasure. That's it. Your entire job is to figure out your client's pain or pleasure points and then deliver the solution. That's where the real value is.
Fourth, this is a huge lesson in how negotiations and relationships work. You ever heard of commission breath? It's that stench of desperation that clients can smell from a mile away. The moment you need the deal to close, you've lost all your power. By focusing on the process and not being desperate for the outcome, you stay in control and build trust.
And finally, number 5. The book gives you real, practical tools to reprogram your own brain. A good affirmation isn't, "I want to be a top producer." It's, "I enjoy being a top producer." See the difference? By saying it in the present tense, you're telling your brain it's already a reality, and your brain starts to act like it.
So, we have looked at the mindset, the system, and those core ideas. What's the bottom line? Is this book really worth your time? Let's break it all down.
If there is one single thing to take away from this entire book, it's this. You do not need to be a loud, aggressive, extroverted person to be a massive success. Real, long-term success comes from a system, a process you can trust and repeat every single day that's built on relationships and creating value. It's a method that truly anyone can learn and master.
All right, let's talk pros and cons. On the plus side, this system is super actionable step by step. It's perfect for introverts or anyone who just hates that feeling of hard selling. And it's all about building authentic relationships. Now, on the other hand, let's be real, it is very heavily focused on real estate examples. It also takes a ton of discipline to stick with, and some of the ideas can feel a little repetitive. And this is key. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term play.
So for its sheer practicality and for bringing a much-needed humane approach to a really tough industry, our final grade for Ninja Selling is a very strong 8.5 out of 10. If you actually commit to it, it is a proven system that can absolutely change not just your business, but your whole life.
And hey, if this whole approach really clicked with you, here are 2 more books you should definitely add to your reading list. The 80-20 Principle, which actually gets a shout out in the book, helps you zero in on the few things that get the most results. And Go Give or Sell More is like the perfect companion, doubling down on that philosophy of putting the client first. So I guess the only question left is, are you ready to stop selling and start connecting?